Hello, and welcome back to my playthrough of Dragon Quest XI Echoes of an Elusive Age, and in this episode I will be ending Act 1 by heading into the heart of Yggdrasil, which will trigger the arrival of the King of Heliodor, which will cause some truth to be revealed, and with the truth being revealed, Erdrea will be wrapped in a series of cataclysmic events which will change the shape of the world forever. Oh yes. And then to end off, I will be starting Act 2 by taking control of Phantom once again in the Emerald Coast. That's my best attempt at trying to make a non-spoilery description. Hopefully I've done my best. But here we go. And just so you know as well, before I do end it, I have got every enemy there's possible to get around here. Let's get it.
Well, there's no mistaking it. This is the altar.
Aye, you're not wrong there. Go on, laddie. Get the orbs out. Let's see what happens, shall we?
It took me, I think, 3 or 4 attempts to actually get this stream to work. Of course, it has to happen now of all times. This is going to be one of the best streams of the game. In my opinion, I've said this is my favourite part of the game. Well, the next few streams, well, I think the next streamer may be the stream after. We'll do the first part of Act 2. Brilliant. Just noticed there looks like a dragon symbol in the middle of the thing. Dragon. Have you ever seen anything on Yggdrasil yet?
Made of rainbows. It's beautiful. Looks like it's finally time for our date with Destiny. Come on, we'd better not keep Yggdrasil waiting.
My heart. Ugh. Feels like I've been stabbed. Here we are. Yggdrasil, the World Tree. A staple for Dragon Quest. Though it may have not have been actually used as a solid form until Dragon Quest IV. There was Yggdrasil leaf, known as the leaf of the World Tree, I think when translated over. Yggdrasil has always been here, and now they've made it a massive part of Dragon Quest IX, and especially this with Dragon Quest XI. And the music, well, now I know what this music signifies because of something later. Oi oi oi. You want to do this now because you won't be coming back. Oh, here we go. Oh, damn it. Oi, oi. This is a big moment indeed. Here we go.
So this is the heart of Yggdrasil. It's bigger than I thought it would be.
It's the source of all life. It's not exactly going to be small now, is it?
It's so fascinating. I'm sort of scared, but I want to touch it. Ow! Well, that's not very nice. The naughty thing gave me a shock.
Aye, and so it should. I doubt the world tree would let any but the one who bears her mark near her holiest of holies.
So that is the Sword of Light.
After all, only he can wield the weapon destined to dispel the darkness. The Sword of Light. Now, laddie, it's time to reach into the heart of Yggdrasil and claim your birthright. Only you can do it. Only you can save our world.
And it's Jasper with the powers of darkness.
Damn you, Jasper! How did you find us?
Find you? Did you witless vermin not realize I was following you all along?
What was that?
Now, princess. Such boorish behavior hardly befits one of your station. Do you not see that you are utterly powerless to stop me?
This is when shit hits the fan.
Can't move.
Tremble before me. Tremble with gratitude. Your sacrifice shall pave the way for my ascent to glory. Come, luminary, all of you, on your feet. The tree of life shall be your place of death.
So this is a scripted fight. You cannot beat Jasper Carroll. No matter how hard you try. Might as well just attack until the fight's over. Even if you use Giga Slash as well. are done.
I can't get through that aura. What is it?
It's a power the like of which we've never seen. Could he be... Surely not.
So this is the heart of Yggdrasil. Whosoever controls it, controls the world. Or so they say.
Not one step further, Jasper.
And it's Hendrik.
Now you see it with your own eyes, sire. He is no longer himself. The darkness has him entirely in its thrall. How long he has deceived us, I do not know, but deceive us he has. Jasper is a traitor to Heliodor and to the world. Confess, scoundrel! Just how cheaply did you sell your soul? On second thought, spare me your wretched excuses. In the name and presence of His Majesty, I pronounce you guilty. Prepare to face your punishment.
Oh dear. The truth is being revealed.
You have served me well, Hendrik.
Your Majesty, what is the meaning of this?
Here we go. And here he is, the man himself. He's a tall lad. Mordigan.
My dear Jasper, it seems you have snared us a luminary. Very impressive.
It is an honor to serve you, as always.
Lord Mordigan.
Classic Dragon Quest villain look
The
there.
king was... He was Mordigan all along. Now, Luminary, you are in my power. And soon, your power will belong to me.
So when I first saw this, I was like, holy shit! Yeah, this scene is quite cool. I like this. Dush. No words necessary, yep. I'm actually surprised they didn't block this, to be fair. Hey hey. I'm glad they didn't. There he is. That's a classic Dragon Quest villain look. He gives me more to more, or death to more, vibes from Dragon Quest 6. With the horns and the stretched out face.
That unlocks Yggdrasil's heart.
The truth has been revealed. So, Hendrik was fooled by Jasper and King Carnelian. King Carnelian was secretly being controlled by Mordigan, and Jasper had sold out Mordigan to help him.
Fabled sword of light. Not very fitting for the Lord.
Bang. he's stolen the power of the luminary. And he's going to create a 50 feet stuffy sword of that.
The Sword of Light! What has he done?
Almighty Yggdrasil, source of all life.
One of the two villains actively protects the wind. Because here, Mordegon protects the wind. We've only seen him for like 5 minutes. So that's all of the lives and leaves and deaths all sucked up into Mordegon. So he now controls the balance of life itself in terms of the planet now, which of course is not good.
This can't be happening! If Yggdrasil falls, the world will...
Yggdrasil is falling, causing a cataclysm. Now that's what you call a turning point. So yeah, you should be able to guess, if you don't know now, who the 8th character is based on what happened. I won't reveal it yet, but you should know who he is. Because he isn't evil like the rest of them. He was simply tricked and fooled. Yeah, this bit's quite sad. Well, not sad, but...
What's the matter, dearie? Can't you sleep?
No, Mum.
You're still upset about your little fight with Gemma, eh?
She started it. She hit me for no reason. All I did was draw eyebrows on Sandy. Oi, don't laugh. Look at this great big lump she's given me.
I see it. And I saw the one on her head, too. You gave her that, didn't you?
Yeah.
Now you listen to me, my lad. There'll be plenty of times in your life when people upset you and you feel like lashing out. But no matter how much it hurts, and no matter how much you want to hurt them back, you don't go looking for revenge. You do what's right.
I want to be friends with Gemma again, Mum. What should I do?
Why, you talk to her, of course, you big silly. Ask her what she was feeling and why she did what she did. Try to see things from her point of view. Once you've done that, the rest is easy. You just smile and hold out your hand. That's my boy. Now, time for bed.
Night-night, Mum.
Night-night, son. Don't you worry about a thing now. It'll all be all right in the morning.
And there she's singing. I'm not going to bother doing that bit. I'll let you read it. So, focusing on the point of death.
Him yet?
When he was remembering that.
Not yet, Master. Our forces have scoured the 4 corners of the world, but the luminary is nowhere to be found.
He is dead, then. Good. If that is the case, then this world is mine.
So Mordegon has claimed the world, and he now knows that, assuming Phantom's dead, nobody can stop him. But here he is in Nautica. So now Phantom is a fish. It's all going to be explained why he's been transformed into it. I like how he has his little satchel with him still as well. So yeah, now the party has also been reset. So yeah, Phantom has lost the power of the Luminary, so if we go to the Mist, Character Builder, it's gone. There's only the Sword, Great Swords and Sword Mastery. There will be stuff added on for Phantom later on though, as well as the other characters. But I'm going to have to get everybody back now, so it's a great way of doing it.
Oh, you're awake! You're alert! You're alive! Your breath was getting shorter, you couldn't breathe the water, but look at you now! It's an unequivocal miracle! Queen Marina!
It's wonderful to see you have awoken finally. You've been sleeping ever since you fell into the sea. We're safe down here, but awful things are happening ashore. Speak to Queen Marina if you wish to find out more. Her Majesty awaits you in their palace to the north. If you're feeling fit enough, I'd urge you to go forth. I hear the ocean whispering, her voice is filled with fear. She tell me that a beast of boundless animus draws near. I've never known the ocean to speak anything but soothe. The storm will soon consume us all, that is the honest truth. So yeah, things have gotten pretty dark. You don't know yet, but Queen Marina's going to fill Phantom in on what on earth is going on. In there itself. Over to here. Just want to get all the stuff that's lying around here. So yeah, as well, what's happened so that you can't go around the world map easily as well? I've lost all the zoom locations, so I'll have to revisit everywhere to get them back on the map. It's just a cool way of keeping everything in check. Stone. Go to the back. Pom pom pom. I found a mini bed island as well. Wee I can't get it. Let's just get out of here. Here we go. Luminary, you've recovered faster than foreseen. Shall I take you up to Her Majesty the Queen? Then place your fin into my hand and I will take you straight to Queen Marina's throne room, where she patiently awaits. Here we go.
You say our guest has finally recovered from his wounds? Then let us expedite the plan. It must be done, and soon.
Your Majesty.
Don't fear for me. I'm not done yet. Until my work is finished, I'll find the strength to carry on. I shall not be diminished.
So the sea life and the people of Nordica are slowly dying. All I'm going to say is Mordegon has
there
like
you are, old friend.
demonic generals that are helping
Or
him.
should I say, new fish. You make a finer flounder than I'd ever dared to wish. When first my subjects brought you here, it gave me such a shock to see you bruised and broken like a ship wrecked on the rocks. The Lord of Shadows thinks you dead. The sea swarms with his spies. I changed you to this fishy form to hide you from his eyes. Many troubled months have come and gone since your arrival. As you slept, my healers strove to safeguard your survival. You cannot know how glad I am to see you fully healed. But soon the spell will fade, and you must once more take the field. I have a plan to see you safe. That's all I've ever wished. If all goes well, you'll soon know what it feels like to be fished. Forgive my haste. These strange events must take you by surprise. You have so many questions. I can see it in your eyes. I saw you battle bravely by the World Tree's holy heart. I saw the Lord of Shadows tear your fellowship apart.
See everything first.
I saw you strive to fell the fiend, and how your plans were vexed. When you're ready, follow me to see what happened next.
So yeah, a few months have passed since everything that happened. Phantom's been knocked out cold. And now I have to go see what's happened and try and restore the world. So this is a private chamber. This is like her chamber to oversee the world, as you'll see.
An eon's passed since last I brought a human to this cave. It is the private parlor of the Queen beneath the waves. Behold the pearl of wisdom, jewel of we the ocean's daughters. It lets its bearer view the world through any drop of water. I've summoned up a thunderstorm to saturate the ground. Now, let's ascend into the rain and take a look around. Whenever you are ready, touch your fin against the pearl, and you shall see what's come to pass there in your airy world.
Here we go. There's Yggdrasil.
The once fair land of Erdrea is now a ravaged shell. When Mordegon destroyed its heart, the holy world tree fell. Upon its fall, the world was with a searing storm despoiled. Trees and grasses burned to ashes, lakes and rivers boiled. Burning boulders fell to earth and pulverized the land. Mountains cracked, and realms were racked at his unholy hand. In one fell swoop, the Lord of Shadows ended countless lives. The lucky few who rode the storm out struggle to survive. Their days are filled with desperation, misery and tears. I see them quake and tremble, but I cannot calm their fears.
So here's cobblestone. It's become a refuge for all the Heliodorians. It'll be the first place I want to go to after all of this. They all died.
Please, help! Somebody, please! Is someone there? Please, help me.
Here we go. And it is. Don't know if they reveal it. I don't think they do. No, not yet. But that is the 8th playable character. The final one. I'm going to be getting him first. And then it's going to be a hunt to find all of the other crew again.
Our homes are gone. Our families and friends too. All we have left is our lives. We can't just sit down and die. We have to keep walking.
We have to keep following the hero. They say he's built a fortress south of Heliodor. If we can make our way there, we'll be safe.
Don't give up, okay? This hero guy won't let us down. Once we get to the last bastion, everything will be fine. You'll see.
A few more short steps lead from darkness into dawn. Safe haven awaits.
So these are the Hotto people.
Amid the black depths of despair, a spark of light still shines. A man who gives the people hope in these benighted times. Yet that light too shall soon succumb to evil's ceaseless claim. Only you can take that spark and kindle it to flame. Yggdrasil has crashed to earth. Her light has disappeared. In her place, the Lord of Shadows' citadel of fear. He took the sacred world tree's power and now makes it his own. Foul Mordegon commands the world from his unholy throne. His forces seek to steal the souls of every last survivor. His flying servants sweep the skies. The seas swarm with his divers.
Okay. And that's one of Mordegon's general.
Alizarin, the fiend that seeks to devastate my nation. Another one of Mordegon's detestable creations. I've cast a spell to hold him back, but need it to be stronger. The barrier's at breaking point and cannot last much longer. I'd hoped that I could save my realm. It was a foolish notion. Compared to his, my strength is but a raindrop in the ocean. Ere long, the barrier will fall, and Nautica will too. Marauding beasts may take my life, but they shall not take you.
Going to sacrifice herself and Nautica to get the Luminary safe for the purpose of saving the world.
Our time grows short. I fear my kingdom's race is nearly run. My place is with my subjects now. We face our fate as one.
Here we go. So I might go to the last bastion, get the mission set with like what I want to do next, and then do the Heliodor stuff tomorrow, because Heliodor is where I'll be going first, ironically. Yep, there we go. Down we go. Right, here we go. Time to go.
Curious you are, my friend. I showed you fearful sights, and yet those wide and watery eyes still gleam with limpid light. It seems that grief and tragedy have followed you since birth. Cruel fate's dark plan has stalked you to the corners of the earth. And yet you've weathered every blow, prevailed against all strife. You've brushed with death 1,000 times, yet still you have your life. It is the will of Yggdrasil that you are still alive. It is your fate to save this world. For this, you must survive. Bright luminary, let the light shine on the world again. Find the fading sparks of hope and kindle them to flame. You'll find the sparks I speak of here and there throughout the land. They are the former members of your staunch and stalwart band. The fire within their hearts will light the path that you must tread. find your friends and bring an end to this dark age of dread.
Here we go. So there's about 200 or
While
202
the luminary
enemies
lives, there's
in
hope
Act
for
2.
people still.
A bit more than Act 1, but it won't be
You
as long
cannot fail.
as Act 1.
You must prevail. It is the
Close
world
enough, though.
tree's will.
Beware! The barrier shakes and breaks!
The Lord of Shadow's followers give fond farewell short shrift. I had so much to tell you, but it seems I must be swift. Do not lose heart. Do not look back until your time is through. Remember, you're the luminary. We believe in you.
Citizens of Nordica, give your lives to the Lord of Shadows.
And there we go. Now in a random spot. Big juicy prawn dangling in the water, take a bite. There we go.
Oh, Blue John's hooked himself a big un. Could it be the legendary man-eating mackerel? Let's reel him in and find out. Yes, I caught something. I actually caught something. Blue John's gonna eat tonight. Maybe there is some good in this forsaken world after all. Who the heck are you? And what are you doing on the end of my hook? I don't care how hungry you are, you don't go pinching the bait off another man's line. Hey, now. Don't cry, sonny. Look, I don't know what's got you sniffling, but it must be something serious. So listen, Blue John's gonna help you out. We fisher folk have gotta look after each other, ain't we? You can stay the night in my hut. There's none too many safe places left in this rotten world. But it'll do you for a day or two. When you're ready, you can head over to the last bastion. They'll see you right. The fella running the place is a bona fide hero. Right, now that's decided. Let's head for shore. Hold on tight, lad. Things are about to get choppy.
Oh yes. So here is the Emerald Coast. So awarded for accepting the advice of Queen Marina and setting out from the Undersea Kingdom to kindle the few remaining embers of hope back to flame. So here we are. out in the world. And now, info, defeated monster list by region. These places are done again. These are basically just the Act 1 enemies lying around. The Emerald Coast has an exoskeleton and a crabbid. It also has all the other stuff, and yeah, there's all this stuff that's required to go back to again. But other than that, it's the way it is. So yeah, the Hexwood now has all of them as well, which is a lot, but it's a good way to get some of the other enemies again. We've got to, of course, take it step by step. There is an extra enemy in the King's Barrow, but I'll do all that stuff eventually. Cobblestone Tor, don't really have strong stuff in it, but yeah, the Emerald Coast. So now you're going to get what's known as vicious enemies, which are enemies with red eyes, and they're stronger than the original versions of the enemy. But yes, look at this. The world is black, darkened, which is of course not good.
Ah, ahoy there, Sonny. So you finally roused yourself from your slumbers, eh? Brew John and say good morning. But there ain't no morning to speak of these days.
So the beginning of Act 2 messes up the day-night cycle because of the whole darkness in the sky, but I'm not going to give away too much of the plot, but the first thing we do is to try and sort out the sky to restore the day-night cycle.
You hadn't noticed? Why, we've seen nothing but dark skies since the day of the disaster. Just look at the state of it. There was an almighty booming and rumbling, and then great gouts of blackness started billowing up from the castle over in Heliodor. Since then, nothing's been right. That was the last time any of us saw the sun. That ain't good. We better hide, and fast.
There are a lot of enemies. Vicious versions.
That was a close one. Them monsters started pouring out of Heliodor Castle about the same time as the blackness. The rotters seem to think they own the place. They've never come so near before, though. They'll be looking for food, I'll warrant. And there Brew John was, thinking he'd found himself a safe spot. Listen, seems the victuals round these parts are set to get mighty scarce. I hate to send you packing, Sonny, but I reckon you'd best be on your way. You'll be safer over at the last bastion, anyhow. Go up. That hero feller'll look after you, I'm sure. He's a good un, that one. A spark of hope in these dark old times. Steer a course due west until you hit Cobblestone Falls. The last bastion lies just beyond. Mind how you go now, Sonny.
So there we go. If we look at defeated monster list, so the Emerald Coast has Exoskeleton and Crabbid, the only original stuff, and we've got all these spots again, but let's get a malicious Calamari. No, not malicious, vicious, sorry. So they're just stronger versions. But the enemies aren't too strong yet, because of course you've got to readjust to everything. You do get vicious metal slimes around here. So some don't, not all are vicious enemies, of course. You still get new enemies, but some of the earlier enemies, like the Drakis and Slimes, you get the vicious versions, so there are some that are actually quite strong as well. Hey hey. Keep on attacking the enemies. The vicious Slime. And there we go. The Emerald Coast. Still 4 left. Yeah, there's some enemies that only come out at night, some that only come out at day like usual, but so the day-night cycle is super. It really doesn't matter at this point. But most of the enemies you're going to see again anyway. Some of them are going to be across the next few areas, just in bigger quantities by the time you get there. So these are 2 of the last 3 enemies, but the only other enemy is the Metal Slime. So here we go. Skeleton. Go for 51 minutes. I said I'll make it to the last bastion once I've done this, and then go from there. Yeah, this whole section, the transition, is just so perfect. Oh, some Gerudos. Why are you so rude? There you go. So with that, it should only be the Metal Slime left. Right. Yeah. So Vicious Metal Slime, probably not going to defeat it with just Phantom anyway, unless it doesn't run first turn and I manage to get a critical hit straight away. But hey ho. Here we are. Oh, look at that, very lovely. Oh shit, did not mean to do that. Yeah, the story has just taken a ridiculously dark turn. That's just what makes this so good, just how it's done. And I said I do like the next section because a lot of the stuff you see at the beginning of the game, like the caverns and sewers under Heliodor, they're now dungeons, that's all I'm going to say. There's kind of 3 things together to make one like massive dungeon. Oh, you know. There we go. Let's get behind the door of departure now. To get that. This could be useful to get. Is that a chaos? I don't believe the door of departure ever opens up again. I mean, there's no need for it for Act 3. And yet Act 2, of course, you have to open up everything again, because I'll show you now. I know the zoom list. Nautica, and then Emerald Coast campsite. Let's save it, and then head over to the last bastion. And then from there, I believe. Do you get battles before or after? I don't think you get battles until after, and you have to go with someone. And it's the 8th character that you get, the last playable character that you get to actually play with in the game. And because of who they are, you are reluctant at first, but you accept that they were played. You should be able to guess who they are by now, because there was literal cutscenes of him helping a little girl. But anyway. Get it. So the Heliodor region. 4 of 13, but most of these I'm going to be getting naturally. Just the way it's going to be. So here we are. I'd turn back if I were you. This is no place to be wandering around on your own. Head south to the last bastion, you'll be safer there. So there are new sparkly spots in a lot of the areas now. And yeah, I'm actually going to be using the Mangle Grove to get to the Pot of Valor area. Or at least that kind of area. Anyway, before I do anything else, because the day-night cycle is messed up anyway, I will just go straight down to the last bastion. And look who it is! It's Sandy! Here we go. So cobblestone has become the people's refuge. In a way. So here we go. Gemma.
Andy, there you are. And where did you run off to, might I ask? Oh my, it's really you, isn't it? You're alive, and you've come back to us. Oh, I've been so worried, especially after, well, we heard such awful things. Oh, Sandy, you're right, of course. This is the best news I could have hoped for, and here I am, blubbering like a baby. Welcome home. It's not quite the cobblestone we grew up in, is it? No, we've been through a lot. After you left, this terrible man named Jasper came. I'll never forget his eyes. They were so cold. He rounded us all up in the centre of the village, and then he ordered his men to kill us. But we were lucky. Not everyone is as cruel as Jasper. No, another soldier came and told him to stop. He said there was no need to take our lives.
And it don't take a genius to work out what that was.
Didn't stop them burning the village to the ground and locking us all up in the castle. Still, that one good man made sure we came to no harm. Sorry, Sandy, you're right. He's just got home after a long journey. He doesn't want to hear me blathering on. Come on, Let's go and see the one person who'll be even happier to see you than me.
So here we go. So yeah, not much has changed. I mean, the sparkly spots have changed. But other than that, there isn't much. I believe I go up to this tent. Or not, no. So yeah, you've got... Well, basically this is just what it is. A fortress solely for survival. And, anyway, here we go.
Come on, girls, put your backs into it. The boys are out there doing the fighting, so it's up to us to keep the home fires burning.
Sorry to interrupt, Amber, but I've got big news.
Hello, Gemma, love. What's got you so excited, hmm?
Well, you're not going to believe this, but there's someone very special here to see you.
My little soldier.
It's a nice little heartwarming reunion.
I just can't believe it's you. After all the awful things that happened, I was sure you were...
When the disaster struck, so many people lost their lives. The sun vanished, and those terrible monsters appeared all over the place. Even those of us who were lucky enough to survive were so drained and desperate that we almost lost the will to live.
And then the hero appeared just when we needed him. He did all he could to help people, no matter who they were or where they were from. He fought off the monsters and brought everyone here to safety. Without him, I dread to think what would have become of... And now, thanks to him, the place you once knew as Cobblestone has become the last bastion, humanity's safe haven in a world beset by darkness. Would you believe we've even got the King of Heliodor camped out here? Look, I know he was the one who ordered the village to be burned, but I'm sure he had his reasons. Things aren't always as they seem, love.
Nope.
He may be the last person you want to see, but you should go and talk things through with the king. Your grandfather would have wanted you to at least try. Just pop your head round the door of his tent, will you, love? For me, it's the one in the middle of the camp with the 2 flags. And be polite.
So we saw the king disguised as Mordegon originally, and now we're going to see the Royal King. So it's always interesting to see what on earth is going on in the last bastion, because there is a lot of crap here, but I can get exploration and things done once I've done the next bit, once I've restored the day-night cycle. Anyway, here's the one for the king. Here it is. Greetings, Mr. Luminary, sir. His Majesty is waiting for you inside. I woke up not long ago and seems to be rather keen to talk to you. So here we go.
So, you are alive and well, I see. You have nothing to fear. I have regained my senses at last. The living nightmare that began for me on the day of your birth has ended. Though in truth, I remember little of what I did. I have inflicted so much pain on so many. On you. I do not ask for forgiveness. I do not deserve it. All I ask is that I be allowed to atone, to pay for my crimes by protecting those who remain. Tell me, do you recall what happened on that fateful day? The events that came to pass beneath Yggdrasil's branches? I see. I recall nothing. All I know is that whomever or whatever had me in its grasp for all those years left me there. And when at long last I returned to my senses, I was here. There is something else I must ask you. Tell me, do you know if my daughter is alive?
Yes.
I see.
Well, we don't know.
Your Mag, the hero has returned. He brings more survivors seeking sanctuary.
Come. You must meet he to whom we owe our survival, though you may not wish to at first.
Very interesting. I believe we go to the gate. Come on, street. Hold on for a bit longer. Just a tad bit longer. Here we go. So, introducing the 8th playable character, Hendrik. So we atones for what happened in Act 1.
Luminary lives.
Welcome back, Hendrik. Well, what news?
The forces of darkness amass at the gates of Heliodor. They will strike, and soon. Sire, the people must be removed to safety. Men! All the signs are that our enemy will strike tonight. To arms! They shall not find us unprepared!
As you see, he is as eloquent as ever. But you must forgive him. He has fought harder than any of us. He has sacrificed more than anyone. Which is why his burden must be lightened. It is time that your differences were set aside, Luminary. Mankind needs you. Hendrik needs you. Will you stand beside him? Good. If we are able to withstand the assault tonight, we may yet survive. Join the troops outside the fortress when you are ready.
This is a good drop-off point. So the next bit will take more than one stream, I doubt, because Phantom and Hendrik will be fighting off the monsters in like the region outside Heliodor, and then they both head off into the castle, which is where I'm going to be facing the first boss of Act 2, which is going to set up another orb hunt. That's all I'll say, but I have to get all 6 orbs yet again. But anyway, thank you for watching this episode of my playthrough of Dragon Quest XI. I hope you enjoyed the transition from Act 1 to Act 2, because as I said, in my personal opinion, I just think this whole section here is a fantastic part in the game. The whole Mordegon introduction, and then this following bit. Haven't done up to the bit, haven't done all of the bits I love. Like, I just love the bit that leads up to the first boss fight as well. Just how they transition, and how even though you've been reset to just Phantom again, they do it so well, you know. Party resets can be dodgy, but Dragon Quest XI does it so well. So as I said, thank you for watching, and I'll see you hopefully in a bit for Shining Force 2, but there's been a few problems. But hopefully I'll see you then, and with massive thumbs up, what I'll say to you now is goodbye.